wanna know his secret?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is RedNexican89, and I'm going to bring you a quick video today on how to make a truly awesome intro for your YouTube channel. Now, we're going to be using a program called Blender. It is completely free. It's a great tool to use, especially for some guys that are just starting out into YouTube, such as myself. This will be actually my first video that I am making. And now, I've seen on some questions, some people have been asking on some videos of other YouTubers that have made about how to use Blender. Basically, my Blender file is not working correctly. My Blender file doesn't have any music tied to it. So I'm going to show you how to remedy some of that today, and we'll have some fun. You know, this is my first video, so some comments, some feedback would be nice. You know, put them down below. So here we go. First thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to go down here to Internet Explorer. You want to go to blender.org, and then you're going to see this big blue button right here with the cloud with the down arrow. It says Blender, and then the version that is out right now, and as of today it is 2.75a. You want to click on this big blue button, and then you're going to want to come down here. You're going to find your operating system, Windows, Mac, Linux, whichever what you're running. And then you're going to want to find your bit you're running for your Windows. Now, the way to do it on Windows 8, come up here in the corner, go to search, put in PC info, and it'll show you right here. It's under system type. It'd be 64-bit is what I'm running. On Windows 7, you can just put in the search bar down here by the start menu that's down here. You can just put in what operating system, and it should just pop up. Just click on it, and it'll come up in a box. So as you saw, I had 64. Now you can download in an installer or a zip. The zip is more if you're going to install it later, or if you just don't want to install it right now, but you don't want to forget about it. So that would be why you choose the zip. Now the installer, that is going to install it right away. You're going to come over here and you're going to choose your Marriott, the US. I don't know what DE means. Oh, it's download from Germany. And then I think these are the Netherlands. Yeah, both of these. So we're going to click on US because I am in the United States. We're going to come down here. See, it'll pop up a little window down here. Hit run. And it shouldn't take too long to download. It's not that slow to download. It's not that big of a file, I should say. So then this will come up, the Blender setup box. You're going to want to run through all this. Yeah, accept terms and conditions. Next, install. And then it'll start the installation process. You'll get this user account control warning pop-up message. You say yes. So here it goes. It's going to install. It doesn't take very long. Like I said, it's not a very big file, but it is a very hefty program. I like that that it's such a usable program. It's in my eyes one of the better intro tools that you can have. So now that you've done that, you've used Blender, got it all downloaded, and it's installed. So I can't. Mine for some weird reason didn't show up on my desktop. But if I come in here, type in Blender, there it is right there. That's the application. So we're going to come back out here, go back into your web browser, and then you're going to want to go to youtube.com, of course. And you'll come up in the search right here, and you'll put in Blender intro templates right there. And this iFresh HD, he makes some great ones. Let me tell you, the intro I have actually right now, I got from him, and it is amazing. He does a lot of them. So you can pick some, and then we'll go in here. So here we go. The iFresh's little intro he's got going here. So yeah, here's some intros. Like, so we'll do this one. We'll do this first one right here. This one's a pretty cool one. I like it. So what you'll do is you'll come down here. This is all in a foreign language, of course. But so you come down here, see you got the number right here, and you'll come down here and see right here 60. So that's our download link. So you want to download that, and it'll prepare to download, and then see it's a 6.37 megabyte folder. So it's not too bad. So we'll go ahead, we'll download that, and then you want to save it. I like saving everything to my desktop, so we'll go ahead and save that to the desktop. and there it is, right there. It's in a zip file. So you're going to need to download an unzipping program. It'll be WinZip, 7-zip, somewhere along those lines. And then you're going to want to extract all. I of course going to extract to my desktop here. And then here we go. Here's our intro template. So when you're in here, you're going to have, it depends on the guy who actually made the intro, because I do notice that iFresh does sometimes feature people that aren't not himself. So you're gonna have his usually have 3 files. He'll have an example video, which is what this is right here. He'll have the music, which this will come into play later, and then here's your Blender file. Your Blender file is what you're gonna need. So you're gonna double click on that, and Blender will open, of course. Okay, so you see this box right here says animation. You know, all these scenes in here and everything. So you actually want to be in default. That makes it a little easier. And then you want to be in the camera right here. So you see right here, you click on text. You click somewhere over here, just see where you see the yellow or the orange outline, I should say, the orange outline. Click over there, and then you want to hit tab, and it'll make it so you can edit it. See, I just deleted that. So let's see, Rednexican 89, and then see how it's not in this box completely. That means when the video renders, it will not be in that box. So you want to come down here to the F right here, and that is the font. So you can change the font if you want. So I'm going to make it with my name. It's usually 0.350, and it makes it really small on that one. So we'll go ahead and we'll up it a little bit, keep going. I think that looks good right there. So we'll go with, for mine, 0.63. So you come back out and you go to this F1 text. See, there was 2 texts that I had to change. So we'll go ahead and we'll hit tab again on that one. I will again put in Rednexican 89 and see how it doesn't fit. So I have to come in here, we'll go to the font, make sure, okay, 0.630. So we'll come back in here, put in 0.630, enter. You see how it kind of nice lines up and everything? So you can come down here, and this is this will be a preview right here. So it hasn't started yet. There's the start of it, and it'll come in, it'll show you what it'll look like, what everything's going to entail. So this, like I said, is a great program. If you can work this program yourself to make a real custom intro, it is an awesome program to use. I, of course, do not have the know-how to do that. I wish I did. But, yeah, so we'll go back over here, see this to this camera. So you got three choices here in render. You render, animation, and you can also add audio right here. I don't like adding audio in the Blender application. I like doing it myself later. So you want to come down here. You want to keep whatever resolution you want. You find the resolution you need for 720. This is 920px by 1080px. This will be 1080p. So you want to. I run my videos at 1080p, so I leave it there. You want to come down to this output folder, and you want to come here. You want to find where you want to put it. So I will put it on my desktop, of course. Desktop, and I'm going to name it Sample Blender File. Then you come up here, hit accept, and then okay, so here's where I have the problem. So you can change your file format. It was in PNG right there. Over here in this movie column, the only thing I have ever got to work is this AVI JPEG. It's the only output video source I've ever gotten to work. I've tried this AVI RAW. I try to open it. It won't work. I try to add audio to it. It won't work. Maybe it's something I'm doing wrong. I don't know. But for some reason, it will just not work for me. So I have found that if I put in an AVI JPEG and I render it like that, it works pretty well. So that'll be it for now. You're going to hit this animation. If you hit render, it will render 1 frame at a time. And you'll have to go through every time it stops a frame and render it. So if you hit animation, it'll do all the frames at once. So you want to click animation, and as you can see, it'll start rendering. It'll take anywhere between an hour to 2 hours, depending on your computer. Of course, if you have a souped-up computer, a fast computer, then um, it will uh, it will render very, very quickly. Uh, so that'll be it for now. I'm gonna let this render out. I'll see you guys back here in about an hour. Well, I'm not gonna actually put that in the video, that hour of it rendering, but I will be back in an hour, I should say. So until then, well, until I skip to the next frame, I should say, where I'm actually talking again. So we'll let this render out, and I will talk to you guys when I'm back. How's it going, guys? I'm back. So we're getting to the end here. See down here, I didn't even mention this. All this light gray is all the frames that are in it. Looks like there's a little over 260 in the one I picked. Also, up here it tells you what frame you are on. Up here, so I'm on 253, about to be 254. It tells you the last amount of time the last frame took to render, the amount of time that it's rendering right now, how much time is remaining, the memory it's using, its peak memory, the scene, the render layer, the path tracing tiles, all that stuff. The path tracing tiles is all the little gray squares going away. So we're getting to the end here, guys. We're going to be using this video here in a minute to go in, add sound, and then I'm going to show you how to put it in a video. Of course, starting out on YouTube, it's kind of hard to know how to do most of this stuff. I'm glad I could bring you a video like this, so that you can see how the process works. I hope this is very helpful to you guys. I hope I'm not confusing any of you. If I am confusing anybody, just down in the comments, ask me a question. I'll see if I can answer it. I want to be helpful to as many people as I can. Okay, as you see up here, it's at frame 263 and it's just stopped. That means it's done. As you can see, the green line went down here between like 70. So let's back out a little bit, and then so here it is right here, sample Blender file, right there. So I'm gonna click on it, and it'll play, of course. No sound though, as you can tell. So no sound means no sound. So let's see if we can get some sound in there. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come in here, not the Windows Media Player, of course, but you're going to back out of that. You're going to left click on it, or right click on it, I should say, and then come down here to Open With. Go to Open With, go to Movie Maker. So what Movie Maker will do up here, see, look, here's the whole thing, right down to it. So see, it's a 10-second clip. But there's no sound. We want sound. So give me 1 second. I'm going to go edit so that you guys will be able to hear when I put the sound in. So I'll be back in 1 second. So upon further review, guys, you might be able to hear it now. I'm using a headset, so I don't know if it's a play, but believe me, it will when you do. So what you want to do is you want to come in here and add music. So like I said earlier, remember there was over here in the template we loaded up, this intro template right here, there was a sound file. This is the sound file right here. It says music. So we want to open that, and it should just add to it. So we'll see. So as you can see, when I added it in here, it added this green line, which is the music. So that's how you save that. So now the next thing you want to do is you want to save your movie. But what you want to save it as, you want to save it over here. So what we'll do, actually, if you want to come in here and go File, you'll go Save Project As. And down here where it says Movie Maker Projects, oh, the wrong one. So we'll come down here and recommend a setting for this project. Right here, MPEG-4. So you want to hit Save Movie. So you want to come in here, hit this Save Movie, hit the drop down, and you want to go Recommended for this project. And you want to save it as an MPEG-4, because if you save it as a Movie Maker file, if you save it as this second one down here, a Windows Media Video file, Or what was that last one? File, save project as. Yeah, this one, Movie Maker project. If you save it as a Movie Maker project, you're not going to be able to put it into a file. So, so you want to use recommended, and then come down and make it an MPEG or a Windows media file. I don't think it really matters. The Windows media file will be a WAV, a WAV, and this will be an MPEG 4 or an H.264. Of course, you can change this at any time. Like if you go in, make it an MPEG 4, H.264, and it does not work, this does not save over your original file. So if you go in and save it and you don't like it, this Blender file will still be here. So you can come in, add the music in again, and save it. So we'll go ahead and save this. I'll save it to my desktop. I'll type intro template Blender, and then we'll hit save. So it's gonna save. It saves fairly quick. Again, this is depending on your is done. See, it saved it as an MPEG-4 instead of an H.264. So you can play it. You open the file. I'll just close it. So we'll go ahead and we'll play it in Wave, or in Windows Media Player, I should say. And there it is, guys. That's how you get the music in. That's how I get it to work. Now, of course, if you save it as an AVI RAW and it will not work, that would be my solution to you, is use the AVI JPEG. So the next thing, to drop it into a video. So I like using Lightworks. Lightworks is a completely free, again, as Blender is, to use thing. So we'll go here and we'll just name it Blender, or yeah, Blender tutorial, and then create new project. And of course, you look right here, it gives you all the things. Oh, it stopped working with that. So let's see here. Let's import stuff. Up and right here. Blender. And there it is. There's my file. See, and you could create, edit new project. And there it is. There's everything you need. You can come in here, you can click, you can edit, you can do all that stuff. It goes frame by frame, video by video. See, look, there it is. Right there in real time as to what you're doing. So there you go, guys. I hope this was helpful in every single way that it could be. I hope that you guys have a good time with this. Again, any questions, comments, you need to run something that you think might work past me, just in the comments down below, guys. That's all you got to do. Again, guys, this is RedNexican89 signing out. Hope it worked out. Everything worked out for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.